Google, AI isn't a tomorrow thing. It's a today thing. And sure, we can ask for answers to life's tough questions. But today, we can also ask it to do tough things, like ship that wood more efficiently, use satellites to reduce methane emissions, turn DNA into code to make drought-resistant corn? Oh, cool. It can spot and fill potholes, spot disease earlier, spot asteroids to protect Earth. It can create apps with just words and just hours. Today, Google AI can scan 100,000 lines of code in 2 minutes to spot and fix bugs. It can translate from code to code and is one step closer to speaking 1,000 languages, even whale. Today, AI impacts lives for the better and understands the world the way you do. Our AI spots threats 7 times faster, understands speech sentiment, helps prevent vision loss, predicts weather 10 days out in 2 minutes, translates thousands of pages in seconds, detects lead pipes to keep drinking water clean, eliminates paperwork so care is more human, generates from text, visuals, audio, and video, creates entire worlds from your imagination, creates this thing and that thing, a new thing, the new way to cloud.
Good morning, everyone. I am Hirate, the president of Google Cloud Japan. Thank you very much for joining us at the Google Cloud Next Tokyo 24. We are so happy to be able to share the latest Google Cloud information to you over the next 2 days here at Pacifico Yokohama. And this is a great opportunity that you can also see our latest information, but also our users' latest cases. I also would like to take this opportunity to express my deepest appreciation to our sponsors for their support in making this event possible. Together with our sponsors, we will continue to accelerate business innovation in Japan by making full use of generative AI. Once again, please give the sponsor companies a round of applause. Well, the use of AI in business is advancing, and it is inevitable that this trend will accelerate in the future. And with Gen AI evolving every day, it is imperative to have the right infrastructure in place to fully leverage the latest capabilities and the performance of it. Google Cloud regions are steadily expanding around the world and are now numbering 40. These regions are connected by a massive network that spans more than 3.2 million kilometers and underpins our high-performance, reliable cloud services. This is more than 10 times the size of any other cloud provider. And you get the big benefit of being able to move your valuable data between regions securely and with minimal latency, as well as consolidate data across regions. Google has positioned Japan as a data hub and announced plans to open 5 submarine cables connecting Japan to North America and Asia, and hope which are already in services. And in addition, Google announced plans to invest approximately 150 billion yen to build 2 new submarine cables. And this will enable Japanese businesses to connect to the world digital economy at high speed. Following the opening of the Inzai data center last year, Google will continue to invest in Japan as a key location. and we will continuously invest into Japan. Now, back to the business use of AI. As you see, well, according to the economic impact report conducted by Access Partnership last year, the use of AI in Japan is expected to increase productivity and generate at least 49.9 trillion yen in economic value per year by 2030. AI can be used for industry and sector-specific applications or for general purpose, industry-independent applications. But important thing is that in business, AI is moving from the testing phase to the using phase. AI has the power to transform business for many companies, including Google. This is exactly why Google has focused on developing its AI platform for decades. For example, developing chipset and TPUs specifically for AI workloads, we have always been focused on making it easier for our customers to use our products such as Search, YouTube, Google Maps, and Android, which are used by billions of people. At the end of last year, we announced Gemini, the largest scale and superior AI infrastructure model. And now, Gemini 1.5 Pro, the latest infrastructure model, is available to the general public. Gemini 1.5 Pro has multimodal capabilities, including voice, image, video, text, and code, in addition to the ability to handle large amounts of context. It can import nearly 2 hours of video and more than 1,000 pages of PDF documents at once, giving you the volume and varieties of information you need to do business in the real world. This allows you to use AI to solve the business challenges you face. Industry analysis have highly evaluated our efforts in this regard. The Forrester Research recent report on AI infrastructure models identified Google as a leader. For each use case, there is a growing number of Gen AI solution partners supporting our customers' use of generative AI. There are so many of them in different use cases. I hope you will take advantage of them. So now, AI, you really have to look at just making the model, but now moving on to this Gen AI agent. It's quickly moving on to it. These agents are intelligent entities that combine multiple tasks and take actions to achieve a specific goal. The LLMs by themselves perform only specific tasks that are isolated from the overall workflow, such as drafting emails, summarizing meetings, and making recommendations. By integrating with existing applications through AI agents, the entire business can be covered, streamlined, and automated, and new customer experiences can be delivered. Google is committed to developing and delivering technology with a bold yet responsible AI philosophy, and offers a full-stack service lineup for developing and operating AI application, including Gemini, that can be used reliably in business settings. It's in full stack. First, AI hypercomputers as infrastructure. As you see, the component level piecemeal enhancements are no longer sufficient to optimize AI workloads that require massive data processing and advanced computation. That's why we offer companies the AI hypercomputer, the AI optimized infrastructure used by Google. For computing, we have already announced hardware enhancement, such as the NVIDIA H100-based A3 Mega VM and NVIDIA GB200 NVL72. With these powerful computing services, now you can shorten the time to market for new AI-based services and gain a competitive advantage. In Japan, as announced at last year's Next Tokyo, thousands of cores of Google Cloud GPU instances have been adapted in GENIAC, a project prompted by the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry to support the development of infrastructure models in Japan. Many of the companies participating in GENIAC are currently developing the infrastructure models on Google Cloud.
In addition, Preferred Elements, a preferred networks group company, is working on training Plamo, a large-scale language model, as part of this project. The resulting LLM, called Plamo 100B, is slated to become available on the Google Cloud Marketplace for all to use. In addition, Sakana AI has selected Google Cloud as its preferred cloud provider and has adopted GPU resources as the training platform for its models. They strongly recognize the high stability and performance of Google Cloud. We look forward to further collaboration to accelerate the development of models. Next, I would like to talk about the foundation model layer. Currently, there exists a spectrum of different foundation models in the world. Since each model has different capabilities and different characteristics, it is necessary to select the best model for the customer's specific needs, or to use a combination of different models together. Google Cloud allows you to choose from many models, including not only the Gemini model and other foundation models provided by Google, and also third-party models such as Anthropic's Claude 3. And this also includes our open model called Gemma. In total, we are enabling you to choose over 150 world-class models for flexible choice from the customers for their specific tasks. Then we have the next layer, Vertex AI. Vertex AI is an integrated platform for end-to-end model development and building and operating generative AI agents at any level. It helps develop solutions that overcome the unique challenges of Gen AI while meeting enterprise security and governance requirements. For example, business users can easily develop low-code, no-code AI agents without writing prompts to solve their problems. In addition, Google's strengths in search and generative AI can be combined to easily develop agents for real business settings. Let's now talk about Gemini for Google Cloud. This supports auto-generation of codes, summarization, error analysis through system log parsing, and recovery. It is also an agent for engineers who develop and operate systems on Google Cloud, guiding them through the various features and services which are updated on a daily basis. Next, we have Gemini for Google Workspace. This is a collaboration agent built into Gmail, documents, spreadsheets, and more with enterprise-grade security and privacy. And with our full stack of services as introduced, you can develop your own AI agent specifically for your own tasks. I'd like to mention one example. A leading consumer electronics company, GE Appliances, has developed a new feature for its smart appliance app that uses generative AI to create recipes from ingredients in the kitchen. Using Google Cloud's generative AI, the project from ideation to prototype development took only 5 days. Despite the short time frame, the new feature was dubbed the most actionable product and also dramatically improved the productivity of prototype code creation, which had previously taken months. This is a great example of how the company's long-standing expertise in consumer electronics, combined with Google Cloud AI, can accelerate innovation at an unprecedented speed and scale. Now, I would like to welcome Seshu from Google DeepMind, the developer of Gemini, to introduce their latest efforts.
Thank you, Hirata-san. Thank you. Yeah. Ohayo gozaimasu. It's a pleasure to be here. Good morning to you all. It's a pleasure to be here with you all in Tokyo. My name is Seshu Ajarapu. I'm a senior director at Google DeepMind. I'd like to share briefly about our journey at DeepMind from my perspective. My story with DeepMind actually began back in 2013 when I was working on strategic acquisitions for Google. I had the opportunity to see their action, AI in action. This was the AI agent that was playing an Atari game called Breakout. Learning as it went, the first 100 games were, well, a little rough around the edges. But as it played more, 200 games, 300 games, it was incredible to see it learn and become smarter. AI is learning both from successes and failures and becoming progressively smarter. I still remember the excitement I had walking out of that office. I firmly believed then that we were on the cusp of something truly transformative. DeepMind continued to push the boundaries of what AI could do using reinforcement learning to tackle increasingly complex tasks. You might have heard some of our work, like AlphaGo, the AI agent that mastered the game of Go, or even more complex strategy games such as StarCraft, where it outperformed human players. These were all stepping stones to building even more advanced and powerful AI for more practical and scientific use cases. Fast forward a few years, in 2023, last year, DeepMind joined forces with Google Brain, another world-class research team within Google. Together, we became Google DeepMind, united by a shared mission to build AI responsibly to benefit humanity. This combined superunit has fueled the development of many groundbreaking technologies, including our family of large language models. Over a decade plus, Google DeepMind has driven the innovation of AI, including TensorFlow, transformers, TPUs, and many others. One such breakthrough is Gemini, our latest family of large language models, which we announced in December 2023. And with Google Cloud, we're making the same transformative technology, Gemini, accessible to all of you. Gemini is natively multimodal, meaning it seamlessly understands and reasons across different types of information, whether it's text, images, audio, video. In fact, Gemini 1.5 Pro can process and understand up to 2 million tokens of information. Let me put that into perspective. That's equivalent to about 2 hours of video and 22 hours of audio. Gemini has actually become #1 on LMC's chatbot arena leaderboard here in Japan. I hope everyone benefits from Gemini 1.5 Pro as much as we have at Google. Now let me show you just a glimpse of what's possible with Gemini.
この場所はどういう場所か分かりますか？
はい、わかります。ここは Google のオフィスのように見えますね。
どうして Google のオフィスって分かったんですか？
Android の像が見えたからです。
これはその子供の絵なんだけど、これのタイトル考えてくれる？
ステゴサウルスの絵ですね。炎のたてがみを持つ竜花はどうでしょうか？
あ、いいですね。ありがとう。ここにあるものを覚えてください。
はい、覚えています。
何か変わりましたか？
はい、カブトムシがいません。
正解。これでことわざを言ってください。
花より団子ですね。美味しいものは人を幸せにします。
ありがとう、ジェミニ。
As you just saw, Gemini remembers even fleeting moments. Think of it like human memory, right? We have short-term and long-term memory, but with 2 million tokens, Gemini goes beyond short-term, almost like photographic memory, for everything it processes and answers to questions in various modalities. And this was just one example with video. This prototype is something you all can build now using Gemini. As we see increasingly powerful models becoming easily available, we are committed to an approach that is both bold and responsible. Bold with a sense of urgency and excitement for what AI can help us achieve, yet responsible with a deep commitment to just getting it right. Fair, safe, ethical, and inclusive. The exceptional promise of AI requires exceptional care. Let me talk through an example. To address the growing sophistication of AI-generated content, such as deepfakes, we're expanding our SynthID watermarking capability. We released this last year for images, and it now includes video and text as well. This is an important first step in combating misinformation. Google DeepMind we're not just at the heart of Google's innovation culture, but also we're fully committed to supporting your innovation through the power of cloud. Now, to tell you a bit more, let me welcome back Hirate-san.
As mentioned earlier, the development of generative AI agents is finally in full swing. And we will now see the rise of many useful and sophisticated agents for our users. At Google Next Tokyo 2024, we are introducing Customer, Employee, Creative, Data, Code, and Security, these 6 agents. Now, let's shift gears to Vertex AI, which easily allows agents to be built and deployed, and also customer agents, which help between service operators and consumers to smoothly facilitate business. Please welcome Erwin onto the stage.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Erwan Menard. I'm the Director of Product Management at Cloud AI at Google Cloud. So we've been hearing a lot about AI, new models, capabilities, solutions. Today, I'd like to share updates on Google Cloud's direction and how we're helping companies derive business value with AI. Our strategy is to provide a portfolio of products that meet users and developers. So in today's keynote, we'll focus on 2 areas. First, we'll talk about the business users, meaning people will provide pre-built AI applications that they can deploy to advance their customer experience and employee productivity. And then we'll talk about developers and practitioners and how they can use the platform to build their own AI applications unique to their business and their customers, and this is called Vertex AI. So we know that the journey of adoption of AI is just at the beginning. We think actually that providing choice to customers is extremely important for the fastest approach to innovation. So a good example of a pre-built AI application is customer experience with Google AI. It provides a customer contact center and a customer experience operation with a full stack contact center as a service offering that is significantly enhanced with AI services. It delivers multimodal functionality, which is needed for end-to-end customer engagement. For example, digital chat sessions on website, or speaking with a virtual agent, or seamlessly transitioning with a human engine and then providing the conversational intelligence that is needed to gain insights and actions on the call. This type of solution enables businesses to reduce cost by reducing the call volume sent to human agents, but also increase customer satisfaction and retention because you efficiently solve their needs and reduce time spent on call. Last, it increases employee productivity by automating many manual tasks. Many customers have successfully launched and transformed by deploying customer experience with Google AI globally. Now, I'd like to talk about Vertex AI, which is an enterprise-ready AI platform, a key element to build and operate agents on your own. Vertex AI actually is an integrated platform that meets the needs of users in AI development and service provision. And it does consist of 3 layers: Model Garden, Model Builder, and Agent Builder. With Vertex AI Model Garden, you can access more than 150 models, including Google's latest foundation model, Gemini. In addition to Gemini, we offer partner models like Anthropic's Claude, as well as popular open models like Llama, Gemma, and Mistral. So basically, you can choose the model that best suits your use case, your budget, your performance needs. We provide developers and data scientists with the tooling to facilitate the model selection and then the model management For example, we provide side-by-side evaluation. I'm really excited about give you some recent updates about Gemini in Vertex. We recently announced that Gemini 1.5 Flash, which is our fastest and most cost-efficient model, is now generally available. So it gives customers an industry-leading combination of low latency and then outstanding multimodal reasoning and then the long context window. As Hirate-san already mentioned it, we also recently announced that Gemini 1.5 Pro is also generally available. And these capabilities are allowing companies to implement generative AI and solve real problems today. Gemini is already being used by many customers and many industries in Japan. So let us take a moment to thank you, and thank you for loving Gemini. Looking at one specific example, TBS Television is using Gemini to create video metadata, meaning taking advantage of the multimodal and long context capability of the model to efficiently manage and utilize large amount of news material produced daily. In addition, to be able to create metadata in a short amount of time, Gemini expands the range of supported material. It ensures stability, quality, it helps team work more efficiently. These are real benefits which improve the conventional metadata creation workflow. Today, we are also thrilled to announce Gemini model in Japan. So far, we've been providing data at rest capability in Japan, meaning that the user prompt, the model answers, and the supervised tuning data are already stored in Japan. What we're adding today is that we're now talking about machine learning processing in Japan. So when customers use Gemini, the processing of the backend large model, which is frozen, is completed here in Japan. And this implementation is coming before the end of this year. In addition, we're very, very excited to announce that Gemini now supports SLA, which demonstrates our commitment to enterprise readiness. So with these features, customers can now use Gemini with high confidence, even in highly regulated industries. It's very, very important as well to talk in the model garden about third-party open models. Actually, Google Cloud is the only provider to offer such a wide range of curated models, first-party, third-party, open models. In Vertex AI, we have made available a few months ago Anthropic cutting-edge model, Claude 3.5 Sonnet. We are also announcing the availability of Gemma 2 to researchers and developers globally. Gemma is the family of lightweight, state-of-the-art open models built on the same research and technology used to create Gemini models. Gemma 2 is available actually in 3 sizes since this morning: 2 billion, 9 billion, 27 billion parameters. Customers can access it in Vertex AI. Today, we're also excited to announce the addition of Llama 3.1 family of model with the new 405 billion parameter model and Mistral's latest large language models to the garden. By the way, Google Cloud is the only hyperscaler to date that is able to offer Mistral's models specialized in coding. It's known as Codestral. These additions continue Google Cloud commitment to open and a flexible AI ecosystem to help you build the solution that fit your needs best. You can access these models with just a few clicks. They're actually available now also as a model as a service, meaning no setup, no infrastructure hassle. But if you choose to, you can also have them available in a self-service fashion in the garden today, giving you the flexibility to choose the infrastructure. Last, those open models on OpenAI, on Vertex AI, are more efficient thanks to our tooling. And the tooling includes model evaluation, tuning of the model, RAG. As Hirate-san said earlier, we actively support the Japan market. So when we talk about models, we also want to talk about Plamo 100B, which is developed by Preferred Elements. Plamo is one of the highest performing models in Japanese. With this addition in Google Cloud Marketplace, users can now include foundation models specialized for the Japanese among all their options. All right, So let's move on now to Model Builder, which makes it easy to manage the lifecycle of models. Vertex AI actually can be used to tune, to augment, to manage, and to monitor the model using a variety of tuning and customization techniques such as prompt engineering, supervised tuning, reinforcement learning, full fine-tuning, and distillation. As an example, here in Japan, Recruit has been evaluating a foundation model, a model tune with supervised tuning and RLHF. The goal of the experiment was to explore whether those models can get better on writing resumes as a text generation task when being tuned with HR domain knowledge. The Recruit experts examined generated resumes one by one, and they found that RLHF using customer data does boost model performance to drive better outcomes. And as context window length increases, it can be really important to provide context to the model, but doing it once and not repeating the context at every prompt. That's why we started providing the public preview of context caching. It's a feature on Gemini 1.5 Pro and 1.5 Flash, which allows customers to cache large content and then use that cache combined with other new prompts in their calls to generate content on Gemini. Context caching, it's important because it helps customers significantly reduce the input cost by 75%, leveraging the cache data of frequently used context and also, of course, getting an improved latency. So now let's move to Agent Builder, the third layer of the platform. In fact, in my conversations with customers around the globe, I've seen the discussion focusing more and more on how to build agents. Our customers are building early versions of AI agents using our infrastructure, our Gemini models, and the AI platform Vertex. And to help them building those connected agents, we offer a complete, integrated, and open stack of AI. With this, the companies can get the flexibility of 3 different options. No code, meaning that you develop the agent in a UI. Low code, meaning that you develop based on APIs. And full code. Customers actually can choose from an out-of-the-box approach or into a DIY path. So as an early adopter of Agent Builder, let me highlight the case of Nippon Television. Actually, they are going to present tomorrow at this keynote, but I would like to give you a little bit of an introduction today. Nippon Television leverages Gemini and Agent Builder not only for operational improvements, but also for making true business contributions to their advertising business. They talk about contextual advertisement. So basically, Nippon Television extracts metadata from all the videos, and then they store those metadata on Google Cloud in BigQuery. And users can access that data now via a chat interface in natural language. They don't need to place a SQL query anymore. The data extraction path is built on LangChain on Vertex AI, and the chat interface itself is built with Vertex AI agent and function calling. Nippon Television evaluates our easy-to-build GenAI agent and application, and as you can read, they said that even non-AI professionals can now efficiently build generative AI applications with Agent Builder. So stay tuned to hear more about their use case tomorrow. A key technology that makes Vertex AI Agent Builder unique is search. Vertex AI Search, which offers Google quality semantic search, enables retrieval augmented generation by combining the strengths of search and generative model. So users can see high quality and personalized answers and recommendations. Actually, Vertex AI Search can enhance models using the latest knowledge from both the web and the knowledge of your organization. Every production use case I get involved with is using RAG or grounding techniques to mitigate the large language model hallucination. Grounding on the Vertex AI platform comes with multiple options, allowing you to ground the generation of Gemini models into fresh data on the web or your own enterprise data. It's very important to ensure that the truth of outputs is there for your enterprise generative AI agents. So grounding on Vertex allows you to improve the factuality of information and gives the ability to keep it based on public or private information, providing links to the data sources on a given model response. Over the last 18 months, the topic of RAG and grounding has become much more sophisticated. And that's why we have multiple implementation options on the Vertex AI platform to meet your specific needs. In particular, I'd like to flag as an example dynamic retrieval. It allows you to optimize the RAG queries based on user prompts and to do so dynamically between public and private knowledge. One important feature is grounding with Google Search. This is one of the world's most trusted source of factual information, and it has, of course, a deep understanding of the world's knowledge. So if you can do grounding of Gemini responses with Google Search, you improve response quality and manage hallucinations better. Second, we make it also easy to ground the answers in your enterprise data from your various enterprise applications, Google Cloud Database, any enterprise database anywhere. Data is stored in Google Cloud. You can retrieve information from there, but you can also ground on information that resides in Slack, Box, SharePoint, and many other sources using our third-party connectors. So with all of this, Vertex AI is actually the only solution that provides a single platform for models and agent tooling, and it's designed for the developer, the data scientists who are developing the new Gen AI experiences. So from here, please welcome Miyazawa-san from Line Yahoo Corporation, who will explain how they provide new generative AI services using Vertex AI.
Thank you very much. 皆様。
Good morning, everyone. I am in charge of the Generative AI Task Force at Line Yahoo Japan Corporation. My name is Miyazawa. First of all, let me introduce the mission of the Gen AI Task Force. Its mission is not only to improve our internal operations, but also to improve the quality of our services and the user experience by utilizing generative AI in our product. Line Yahoo Japan has also been working to improve its services and business efficiency by using generative AI, and has established a technological infrastructure and environment for using generative AI and started using 24 Gen AI functions since last year in many personal services. We believe that the key to using Gen AI is the accuracy of information. In order for users to feel more secure in using the service, it is most important not only to improve convenience, but also to reduce hallucinations as much as possible, and to ensure the accuracy of information provided by the Gen AI. To ensure this accuracy, we leverage Google Cloud technology. The word Gen AI is drawing a lot of attention, but companies have just started to launch its services in 2023, and the legal framework and copyrights are still in the process of being developed. On the other hand, we understand the Google Cloud is one of the few enterprise cloud services that covers responsible AI policy and copyright compensation. In fact, when we tried to implement Gen AI, we found that LLM by itself did not fully resolve the issue of hallucination. In fact, we had initially used another company's LLM and then had progressed to the point of user testing, but we were not able to fully utilize it due to the hallucination. Based on this experience, we ultimately chose Google Cloud Generative AI. In addition, while we would normally have to develop our own RAG mechanism, with the use of the Vertex AI Agent Builder Search, a platform provided by Google Cloud, we could quickly implement advanced grounding and solve this hallucination problem. As I have already mentioned, Line Yahoo Japan is using Google Cloud's Gen AI technology to implement a variety of use cases. Let us talk about some specific examples. First, in the commerce domain, we are trying to make it easier for users to list items on the Yahoo free market by providing automatic product description generation services using multimodal Vertex AI Gemini API in product description, category, and images. In June, we verified the use of Vertex AI Gemini API for generating product description from product names and categories. In the search area, Vertex AI's grounding function and Gemini are used to improve user convenience by providing Gen AI responses with less hallucinated responses to user queries. In addition, to improve internal operations, we are considering using Vertex AI Agent Builder to easily develop an agent-type AI and develop a chat-type response system to improve the efficiencies of support operations. We have already begun to see the benefits of introducing Gen AI. In the commerce domain, the test of Vertex AI Gemini API for generating product description from product names and categories for Yahoo free market shows that speed of creating description improved from 20 seconds to 4 seconds on average, 5 times faster. And its quality has also improved. As a result, the completion rate has improved by 3% compared to users who used the previous model. We at Line Yahoo believe that advantage of the Gen AI is that it connects multiple services that users are already using. By creating such a world, we want to provide a more comfortable user experience. Specifically, in the future, in the commerce domain, we plan to enhance user convenience in the search domain by providing a more convenient purchasing experience with a chat-style purchasing experience in the categories of Yahoo Travel and also shopping. For consumer-oriented services companies, the cost of working with Gen AI is too high, and they are hesitant to take the first step. But as the cost has come down, we feel that if you are going to use Gen AI, now it's time to start right now. If business leaders who are here in Next Tokyo now have the same thoughts, I hope that we can promote AI in Japan together. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Miyazawa-san, for this amazing presentation. So next, let's talk about customer agents. Similar to great sales and services people, customer agents are able to listen carefully, to understand your needs, to recommend the right products and services. They work seamlessly across your customer channels, including the web, mobile, point of sale, and they can be integrated in any product experiences, including video. Kinds is working on supporting customers in making combined purchases that suit their purpose. So they're trying to achieve this by utilizing the power of agents like Concierge on e-commerce. They're starting by updating the customer search experience on their e-commerce site by introducing Vertex AI search for retail. So let's take a look at a demo of a customer agent, and Yuki-san will be showing this to you. Yuki.
Thank you, Awan. それでは私の方から。
So let me show you the customer agent demonstration. With Vertex AI Agent Builder, you can build a customer agent that serves customers in chat. By importing product data, you can have knowledge-assisted conversations about the products. You can incorporate it into your e-commerce site with low code. In this demonstration, I'd like to show you what kind of shopping experience you can provide by introducing customer agent on your e-commerce site. I was watching this YouTube video yesterday. I liked the shirt the man was wearing. I'm thinking about wearing this shirt to a music festival that I'm going to. I want to check out my favorite e-commerce site, Next Fashion. The customer agent feature has just been released on this e-commerce site. It provides a seamless shopping experience using Gemini and semantic search. I will enter requests for the product I'm looking for. I want a shirt, but I'd also add a few other requests. What I want is the shirt the man in the video is wearing. I would also like to know the prices, sizes, and customer reviews. I would also add a YouTube link to read out the information from the video. So let's run the search. A customer agent will use Gemini's multimodal inference to analyze the text and video to identify exactly what I'm looking for. The search results are shown here. These are the shirts just like the one I saw in YouTube. It also told me how the shirt fits and what other customers are thinking about these shirts. These search features are powered by Google's trusted search technology. That's why we can get speedy and accurate results. The shirt on the top left looks good, so let's check out the details. I think I like it, so I'm going to purchase this. On top of the page, a notification for outfit suggestions is displayed. It seems that a customer agent will give me such suggestions, so let's take that out. Not only does it search for products, it suggests outfits. I think I like these white pants, so let's choose them. It seems that you can simulate how the shirt looks with these pants, and you can actually simulate how I will look in some of the contexts. There are several situations to choose from. Let's enter a music festival, which was not on the list. Based on the selected conditions, images are generated. This can be possible by using Vertex AI's image generation model, Imagine. I can see myself wearing a shirt to a music festival. So let's settle on this outfit. In less than 5 minutes, I was able to order the shirts that I wanted and the matching pants. This concludes the customer agent demonstration.
Thank you, Yuki-san. Thank you for your demonstrations. All right, now I would like to hand it over to our next speaker. Please welcome Christina.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Next. I'm Christina Baer, the head of product for Workspace collaboration apps. It is such a pleasure to be here with you all in Japan. Hearing about how customers are building AI agents to automate tedious and repetitive tasks and improving employee productivity and the quality of their work is so incredibly exciting. Since we introduced generative AI into Google Workspace in March 2023, over 1 million users and tens of thousands of businesses have started using Gemini for Workspace. We're constantly learning from our users' feedback and are committed to making it even more helpful. We are so encouraged by the tangible value it brings to customers, including TBS, Natera, and Lixil here in Japan. The possibilities with generative AI are virtually endless. Today, you can access the standalone chat experience at Gemini app. Powered by Gemini 1.5 Pro, it can help you spot trends, synthesize information, and identify business opportunities. As we announced at I/O, you can already use the Gemini app in Japanese. It is currently available in over 150 countries and regions in over 45 languages, with more languages to come in the future. Additionally, in Japanese, we're really excited to announce the Google Workspace extension is in beta. This allows you to collaborate even deeper with Gemini. And recently, we introduced Gems, which are customizable chatbots for specific functions. They are so simple to set up. Just describe what you want your gem to do, how you want it to respond, and Gemini will create one to meet your specific needs. We believe that collaboration with AI and your colleagues is key. Google Meet and Google Chat are enterprise-ready tools that provide scale and features needed for teams to stay in sync. In Google Meet, we've recently expanded automatic translated captions to 69 languages, resulting in 4,600 language pairs using Gemini in Meet. Additionally, you can translate captions from Japanese into English or vice versa in real time using Gemini in Meet. Now, let's turn to the foundation that allows teams to get their best work done, and that is security. We have focused on building secure and helpful products for over 20 years, and that doesn't change with generative AI. Successful attacks most commonly begin with phishing emails, and we work so hard to make sure that Gmail is the most secure email solution for businesses. Today, we use the power of large language models to defend against threats and protect your data in email and in Drive, and the early results are so exciting. Thanks to LLMs, 20% less spam on average reaches your inbox in Gmail. That is a meaningful improvement for billions of users across the globe. And with AI classification, Google security teams have identified and classified 900 million internal files to ensure that sensitive data remains secure. And our enterprise customers are doing the same. This builds on our strong security posture, which is valued by enterprises and governments worldwide. Okay, so in June, we launched a powerful new experience, the side panel. This lets you, with Gemini, use Gemini in your favorite workspace apps. And it uses Gemini 1.5 Pro with a larger context window and more advanced reasoning to provide more insightful responses on larger data sets. Now, Gemini provides contextual suggested prompts to get you started without leaving the app you're in. The side panel also allows you to reference your own data, your own files and documents inside of the Workspace apps. This enables a personalized workflow and responses tailored to your needs. We are so pleased to share that Japanese support for Gemini side panel in Gmail, Docs, Sheets, and Drive will enter into labs and alpha in September and will GA shortly thereafter. Okay, so to get the most out of Gemini, we must all practice prompting. And we've learned a lot from our users. A study of 10,000 prompts have showed that most users write prompts averaging about 9 words in English. But the most successful prompts average around 21 words. We believe that an effective prompt needs 4 key elements. 1, the persona, who is requesting the data, such as an interviewer or a marketing manager. 2, the task you want Gemini to help you with. 3 is the context. Is there any additional considerations to help frame the request? And the 4th is the format. So what is the desired output? So is that bullets, tables, et cetera, if applicable. So here's what a short prompt may look like. You'll notice that this prompt only includes a task. Okay, let's see what Gemini returns here. Okay, we see that Gemini returns a helpful response, but it's a little bit generic. Let's see how we can make this better. Now let's see what happens when the prompt includes all 4 areas, which includes as much context as possible. In this prompt, I've included a persona, additional context, more detail on the task, and my preferred output format for the output. Okay, amazing. The output quality has significantly increased with this prompt. With effective prompting, customers like TBS and Natera tell us that Gemini helps them do their best work. We believe it's because we offer tools that can not only improve efficiency, but can also enhance quality while remaining simple to use with your existing workflows. Gemini is available wherever you need to do your work. Drive, Docs, Gmail, Sheets, Slides, Chat, Meet, and the standalone chat experience at the Gemini app. We are inspired every day on how our customers leverage Workspace and Gemini to make work more seamless, more inclusive, more fulfilling. Seeing our customers surpass themselves is what drives us to help keep building products that help users connect, create, and work more safely. Now, let's hear from Hoshino Resorts, who is one of the first to deploy Gemini for Workspace, and how they have incorporated it into their daily operations. Please welcome Mr. Hoshino from Hoshino Resorts.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. Yes, I like skiing. And this year, 76 days, but now I ski over 80 days, and hopefully I want to even make it to 100 days during a year to do skiing. Well, in terms of my company, the resort tourism and also the onsen or Japanese inns, and also we do have this development task. And in 1990s, the first part of the 1990s, we were focusing on the operation. Well, this was really a big milestone or big decision over 3 years or 30 years of my time. I think this was a really important decision that really contributed to the growth. Well, there are not many operators of the hotels in Japan, and we were the sort of ahead of the others to focus on the operation of the Japanese hotels or Japanese ryokan inns. Well, we have 6 sub-brands and some things which are not really underneath of these sub-brands. We do have the other specific brands, but this is how we develop ourselves. And also 72 facilities are underneath of myself. I actually inaugurated my presidency in 1991, and I inherited this operational strategy, and I was able to grow the business this much. But during the process of our growth, we have been quite lucky. There are 3 major changes in the tourism industry. So again, those 3 changes, I was trying to keep up with those changes. So let me share what those changes are. There are some commonalities. Number 1 is from the group travel to the personalized or individual travel. So that was a major change. When my father was a president of the company, it was not a huge change, but I had the drastic change because of the burst of the bubble economy, and also the individual travels really grow. And we were able to accommodate those changes. So that's how this small company under this traditional industry was able to increase our share. The second change is the inbound visitors. So as you see it, yes, it's still a small market, 5.3 trillion yen. Overall, Japan, 28 trillion yen is an industry, but the biggest one is, I think, the domestic market, which is the biggest portion, is going to diminish because of the depopulation. Government is trying to focus on the inbound travels, and yes, we were again the first company to really trying to boost the inbound travel, and there was also a huge milestone. Again, this is a huge change in the environment. The third change is all the information to be collected, and also the booking of the inns or hotels or accommodations, and also the customer's decision making is actually made on smartphones. So yes, I inaugurated my presidency in 1991, and Rakuten Ichiba was born in 1996. So many things are coming to be online, and in the second half of 1990s, many things are coming to online market. So in my career as a business executive, and also IT technology have changed or transformed the travel industry, tourism industry. I was really lucky because from the beginning to the current state, I was able to follow and see the transformation, and I was able to believe that yes, this really is important milestones for us. Well, now we are having an online booking. 70% is a direct booking on Hoshino Resort, meaning that they don't go through the travel agency. They discover us directly from the tourist, and then on the smartphone they make the booking on our Hoshino Resort, and this is a huge weapon for us. And I think it's really important milestone for us to focus on that. And now thinking about Gen AI, we also introduced generative AI, and then we want our employees to really get used to using Gen AI. Why? Because there have been 3 major changes, as I mentioned, but this is number 4 big change which will transform the tourism industry again. So we have to be ahead of the others and trying to follow the evolution of Gen AI, and that will make Hoshino Resort to remain as competitive. There are 4 reasons. Number 1 is, as Christina mentioned, the trying to accommodate the different languages. Well, our homepage is in Japanese, in Chinese, and also Taiwanese, Chinese, and Korean, and also English. So yes, those are the four foreign languages plus Japanese. So as long as we have these languages accommodated, 80–90% of the tourists can understand. Well, yes, Chinese is also one of the important because we have a big China market. So that's why we have the our homepage in 5 languages. But those 5 languages, because it was not easy to translate into 5 languages, but Christina mentioned it will be 69 languages. So yes, our homepage information will be now translated into 69 languages so that all over the world people can refer to this. I was actually skiing in Iceland in May, and 320,000 people is in Iceland. That's a population, but there is an Iceland language. So yes, we want Iceland language to be communicated in our homepage, and that will be a huge power. The other is accuracy. We have spent so much time focusing on the accuracy. Yes, I think it always have to be accurate. So that's why we were able to get a lot of information on the internet, but still we always focus on making it accurate as much as possible. The third is the leave from the traditional belief. Well, when we have a major decision making, I always include the market survey or market research, trying to see if our hypothesis is true. But there are many small decision making day by day. We may not have time and money for market research. So at the end of the day, we have to depend on the gut feeling. And that could be a bottleneck. And even right now, it can be a bottleneck. For instance, the other day, well, we have a lot of discussions. Over 60 years old, they don't use internet. They don't really do the booking on the smartphone. However, over 60 years old, 25% of that population is making the booking on hotels on homepage. So this is even higher number than the 20s. 20s are focusing on the Instagram and YouTuber, and they don't really come to homepage. But people who are coming to a homepage and read the information on a homepage is basically over 60 years old. So how we are going to leave from the stereotype is really important for our daily decision making, and this is the number 3. And of course, we want to inspire the creativity. We do brainstorming session, and it's actually we do it every day. And brainstorming is really hard work. However, once we have the Gen AI, maybe we can actually get a lot of responses, and that will make our brainstorming more efficient. So, well, we want to work with Gen AI. Gen AI can be our partner, and that should be a really important point. So there are 4 things which I mentioned, and these 4 things will save our effort, and sometimes maybe some work may be eliminated, but the energy, cost, and time can be spent on something else. Let's say the expression of the Japanese language. I was studying really hard at English, and I have spent so much time to really improve my English skill. Maybe in the future, people in the future, rather than studying English, maybe they should focus on the Japanese as your native tongue, because then you will use the Gen AI to translate into 9 languages, and also it can be even real time. So you have to twist your ideation. Well, Gen AI is accessible in the market for everyone. So how you can be more original, how you can actually twist or tweak your ideation. And also, you should eliminate the choices. Well, maybe Gemini is providing a lot of different choices. Which one you are going to pick is really important. And also our branding, personality, how we can express our personality, and that should be us. So, well, on our side, these are the 4 things which the business management have to be involved. In the past, employees have to accommodate the different languages, and then we as management are focusing on the right-hand side. But in the future, each individual employee can be involved in the business management. And by making that way, I am sure that I can go more skiing. And that
way, I think this is the most important reason for me to really work with Gen AI as a partner.
Thank you so much, Hoshino-san, for the amazing presentation. We are so proud to see Gemini being used by your company to grow your business. Now, we would like to show you a demonstration of Gemini. In today's demo, we would like to show you how you, the user, can interact with Gemini in Japanese and how you can use the side panel to get more effective results. Please welcome Leo-san.
Thank you, Christina.
So many of you deal with a variety of complex data. For you, I'd like to show you today in this demonstration how Gemini for Google Workspace equipped with Gemini 1.5 Pro can transform your work. Today, I will talk about three demonstrations: prioritizing, collecting and organizing data, and creating content. I'm pretty sure all of these are familiar tasks to all of you. So without further ado, I'd like to move on to the very first demonstration. Please imagine that I am an area manager at the supermarket. I receive a lot of emails every day, and I have to prioritize them to work efficiently. So I'll click the application launcher in the Gmail screen to open the Gemini app. Here I will introduce Gemini app's Workspace extension, which has been available since mid-July. When I call the extension with @, I can have Gemini refer to data from Gmail and Google Drive. We can analyze data and summarize data. I have Gemini refer to data in Gmail or Google Drive. This time, I will select Gmail and instruct it to show high-priority emails that need attention. Gemini app will then instantly find the emails that I want from many different emails and summarize them. You don't have to be overwhelmed by a plethora of emails. Let's take a look at the result. Gemini selected 5 emails that require action. I am curious about this specific email requesting a report on sales and market research. So let's open this email. You can directly open or check the email or files cited by Gemini app, just like this. I checked the content of the email. My supervisor asked me to report the market environment and sales by product and by customer by the end of today. I have to respond quickly. So as I showed you, you can use Gemini app's Workspace extension to instantly find emails. You can also consolidate emails from the past week to create a draft week report. So let's go to the second demonstration. To respond to the supervisor's request, I want to analyze and summarize the sales. So let's go back to the application launcher to start the Gemini application. I enter @ in the Gemini application to call the extension and specify Google Drive. And I would ask to analyze Symbol's yogurt sales and summarize them in a table by product and by customer. It's the additional request that I want to introduce. Gemini then analyze the PDF. This is connected to Google Drive. It will refer to the documents that I have access to on Google Drive and summarize the sales figures in table by product and by customer in a table, which is so easy to see. Additionally, I would like to create a graph to make the result easier to understand. So I would also instruct Gemini to graph the above table in descending order and display them side by side. Gemini is very useful. It visualizes the result in a natural conversation without any special operation. Gemini just created a graph just like this. So customer ID C001 has the highest sales by company. And I can see that super creamy Greek yogurt plain is the highest selling product. The graph can be exported as an image, or it can be copied or pasted directly onto a slide. Let's export the result to a document to create a report. So at the bottom, you see Share and Export. I click on this to export the results generated by Gemini app to Gmail or to a document. Let's go to the last demonstration. In addition to the analysis result Gemini created, I want to add research result to this exported document to complete the report and share it with my supervisor. So click the star icon in the upper right-hand side to launch the side panel. And in the box below, I introduce @ and select Google site that contained market analysis result. As you can see, by typing @ you can search the file that you have and have Gemini refer to that. In addition, symbol, position, competitive analysis, consumer trend, and future strategy, all of that should be summarized in a table format. So I gave that request. Utilizing side panel with Gemini 1.5 Pro, you can create a new document and summarize information by specifying sheets, slides, documents, Word, and Excel files in Google Drive, just like this. So Gemini came up with a summary. Let's look at this content, see if there is any problem. If you click the preview button at the bottom, you can see what's inside. It's very nice. So let's click the Insert button, insert a result into the document. Using the side panel, you can significantly see the time spent on content creation. So let's share this report with my supervisor. I click the share button and enter boss email address. I've created report, please check. I add a comment and send it. It's very convenient. As you can see, you can immediately share the documents you've just created to your boss or to your colleagues. I've introduced 3 demonstrations in 6 minutes. I've completed the process of prioritizing, creating, sharing a report. I hope that this will contribute to the improving of your quality and productivity of your work. Christina-san.
Thank you, Leo-san. Today, I shared the latest information on the future of Gemini that we will bring to you in Japan. We believe the power of generative AI can take your collaboration experiences to the next level. Back to you, Harat-san.
Thank you, Christina. Thank you.
So lastly, let's hear from JR East, actively introducing AI into its existing businesses to transform its business and enhance the lives of its users. I'd like to invite Mr. Ise. Please, the floor is yours. Thank you. I am Ise from JR East. Thank you very much for inviting me to this Google Cloud Next 2024. Well, first of all, let me introduce our company, and then how we work with Google. I'm sure that you feel some differences between the companies, but we are quite relying on Google. We have three main services in our group. First one is a transportation service. As you all aware, we are always trying to focus on the top safety and security as our top priorities. I have been maintaining the vehicles and also the railways and also the structures, and this is all managed with data. So we are managing digital data. And then at stations and also areas, we are building the physical network. The next one is a lifestyle service. Yes, we do have the hotels, stores, stations, and retail businesses. Because we do have the physical contact point, we have diversified businesses, such as Takanawa Gateway City, a global gateway that connects people, nature, and technology. The concept is creating a rich lifestyle 100 years into the future, serving as a city model. So we want to really communicate these messages from here. And I have been maintaining the railway, so even 150 years ago, Takanawa or Shinagawa is now evolving, and also it is now growing for the future. The next one is an IT Suica service. Well, they established a digital network that connects a wide range of businesses to enhance the common platform. You know Suica. This is not just a card to go into the stations, but this is really using a big different systems. And we want to connect the different points so that we can really expand the business. Suica and also credit card and data business, Mars, and also JRE Bank, which we started quite recently. So these three services are integrated to provide new value and services to the customers. That's what we are working on. Now, let me talk about the recent changes in the business environment. We are facing the depopulation. Japan is actually decreasing by 800,000 people every year. And of course, we are having a progress of the internet society. We are working on the autonomous driving technology. We're trying to make it apply to our railway. So even though we have to really face a big challenge for those transportation needs because of the depopulation, we create the vision formulation of the Transformation 2027. This is a group-wide growth strategy, united as one big group. And we need to accelerate because of the COVID. As a part of that, we'd like to promote, or we are promoting DX. So we just call out DX, DX, DX. And one of that DX initiatives is Digital Data Innovation Center, what we call as DICE. Well, this is trying to make the employees being agile, trying to develop the application using data, and also we have to have a data governance because we have a huge data. We need to really have a big governance and also how we can leverage Gen AI. And also, this DICE is supported by Google and also Google Cloud. Now we have developed the chat application, which is called JR East Travel Concierge. Please watch the video. Thank you. So this application is using the power of Gemini 1.5 Pro. It is a service that supports inbound travelers to feel safe and secure to enjoy their trip in Japan. Well, since the easing border control due to the COVID is being mitigated, and we have a lot of inbound visitors, and the number is going to increase. But there are still challenges for travelers, such as, well, when they're planning their trips, some major challenges include the language barrier, because communication or maybe collecting information is quite difficult, and also there is a difference in cultures, and also the information about the rural areas. I think other than those predetermined sightseeing spots, maybe it really be really difficult to collect the information, especially in the rural area. Accessing to the rural area or sightseeing spots, those information is quite insufficient. So they tend to come to the mega cities, and that also is sort of missing the great opportunity to grow the economy in rural areas. So we are missing that great opportunities, and this is a huge challenge for our strategy. So in order to really solve the problems, this application is using the Gen AI Gemini 1.5 Pro to offer 3 major features. The first is information function. Well, at real time, you can actually answer questions and get the answers, and it will go beyond the hurdle of the language. So we are able to respond in many different languages so that the travelers can feel safe and secure. And also a spot suggestion function using Gen AI to really suggest based upon their preferences or past experiences. If those interested in history, it can be recommended with historical sites. If you are interested in the nature, we can recommend beautiful scenic spots. And the next one is the itinerary generation function. So optimal itineraries are automatically generated according to the spots selected by the users and their preferences. So it's a personalized and one of its kind sightseeing experiences. So I think Hoshino-san also mentioned, well, yes, we used to have the group travels, but it's coming to change. It's more like a personalized individual trips. And we should be able to suggest or recommend that just on the smartphone. So even when they are still in their respective countries, we can support them. So that I'm sure that this is going to make their experiences in Japan more beautiful. And also, we are trying to narrow down the different recommendations so that they can find it easy and also more sophisticated to their preference. So these are the benefits. Well, in Japan, we try to widen the experience here in Japan. So it's adapting to the users' preferences, and also maybe they can discover these attractive spots. We also are covering Tohoku region, and there are so many hot spots and also beautiful sceneries in Tohoku, and people may not know about those. Maybe 2% of the travelers come to Tohoku. There are so many undiscovered great sightseeing spots. So Gemini and our application go hand in hand to really offer a great experience. And also prompt answers to the questions during the trip allow the users to enjoy the trip with peace of mind. And also discovering the rural areas other than the mega cities, especially the east side of Japan. We want to focus on those areas so that it can be discovered and people can really enjoy the diversified beauty of Japan. Well, this is before and during the trip. This concierge is going to be a great supporting tool. And using the Gen AI, we want to really offer the sense of security, and those charm of the rural areas can be discovered. And this application started the POC 3 days ago, and now it is accessible throughout the world. And we want to improve the application based upon the users' feedback. This application is just one example, and with Google, in major stations, also the underground stations, we can also have some sort of the navigation application, and also maybe the route search from point A to point B, how you can actually go to or get to that point B, and what kind of routes, what kind of transportation we can use. And this is also embedding in this our feature. So this using global network and also platform can be fully leveraged for Japan, so that we can communicate the greatness about Japan. So people come to Japan Japan, and people enjoy the experiences here in this country. We are in the midst of the digital journey, and I hope using more digital technology, we can transform our services and trying to create new value. I hope you will all try our application. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ise. We are honored to work with JR East to create new value. This is a pleasure to work with JR East. Strategy 2027 is a common target that we want to join in this initiative to achieve that target. Thank you so much. To support you to fully utilize generative AI in the future, we are pleased to announce the very first AI hackathon hosted by Google Cloud Japan. Let me once again announce the first AI hackathon. The purpose of this is to develop world-changing applications by making full use of Google Cloud's AI technology. And we are starting accepting applications for AI hackathon from today. We look forward to receiving many developers' entries. For details, please go to Innovators Hive. Come to the table of Innovators Hive. So the coming 2 days, we are having customer sessions with over 150 companies, an expo sponsor booth, and all the other programs. Through next Tokyo event, we hope that you will take home information and new discoveries that will be useful for your business. Please try to talk directly with many Google Cloud experts and partners at this venue. And please do feel the innovation that has already started. And I hope you will enjoy the 2-day event. Thank you so much.